All right, so this is your video talking about the 19th century and what happened within the 19th century that kind of pushed along the apparel industry. So your key terms, which is really all of these, but we'll go through those. So sewing machine, we already talked about this last week. Elias Howe issued the patent in 1846. The needle had the eye at the point, and it created the lock stitch. Sewing machines did not go into mass production until the 1850s when Isaac Singer built the first commercially successful machine. And Singer had enough money to build the first machine, whereas Elias Howe did not. And Singer had the connections to make it mass produced. And Singer also built the first sewing machine that moved up and down rather than side to side. And the needle was powered by the foot treadle, which is what we use today. Previous machines were all hand cranked, but Isaac Singer's used the same lock stitch as Howe's had patented, so Howe could sue Singer for the patent infringement, and he won in 1854. So they're both still making money off of machines, but well, their families are. But since Singer took that idea from Howe that he had already patented, Howe decided to sue. So since you're going to be using a sewing machine, I'm not really going to show you videos because you're going to see it firsthand. If you would like to click on those, you can. So our next person is Ebenezer Butterick, and he changed the face of home sewing forever when he created the first graded pattern, which looks like this right here. A pattern is like tracing paper almost, and you lay it down on top of your fabric and you cut that out and it's already sized, and then all you have to do is sew it all together. So this helped women mostly because women were the ones who were the homemakers and were sewing at home. And in the beginning, he only offered men's and boys' patterns. And then in 1866, because of his wife, he began making women's dress patterns. And the paper pattern, which is what I was talking about, is sewing and fashion design is paper or cardboard. And before paper patterns, people who sewed would have to lay their fabrics out and then hand draw fabric cuts after doing their measurements. These are already pre-measured by size, and they were like traced out on paper. Charles Worth is a fashion designer who is widely considered the father of haute couture. He is credited as the first designer to put labels onto his clothing. These were literally like hand-stitched labels in his clothing that said his name, what it was called, like all of that. They're notable because of the lavish fabrics and trimmings and his incorporation of elements of historical dress and his attention to fit, so how it would look on a female. Ready to wear is a term for factory-made clothing. It's sold in finished condition and is standardized sizes. So this is what you would literally go to the mall. You can grab anything out of a store that you can put on right there. It's ready to wear. It's also called pret-a-porter, which is that's because it was French first, and then it's ready to wear in English. Military uniforms were the first ready to wear garments. They were mass produced during the War of 1812. And high-quality ready-to-wear garments for men became generally available soon thereafter. As you can tell, that is for men and not women. Women did not get ready-to-wear outfits until about 5-10 years later. Levi Strauss is the inventor of the blue jeans. They were originally called waist overalls, and they were invented for the mining industry. And in 1872, Jacob Davis invented the rivet, which is, if you look at a pair of jeans, I don't think I have any on my jean jacket, or I would show you. Right at the pocket, there's that little button looking thing that it feels like it has no purpose, but it's right there on the edge. It was because it makes the jeans stronger, so when men would have to take their pocket watch in and out all the time, or they were having to use their pockets for their tools and things, their pockets were ripping. And just because Levi Strauss had made the whole design, Jacob Davis was like, we need to put something on here, and he created the rivet, and that was trademarked in 1873. Okay, so that is it for the 19th century. If you have any questions, let me know.